My name is Vampy von Thickums Galore. I consider myself to be the spooky dancing diva enchantress of New York City, aka Brooklyn.
I am Showponii. I'm a drag king, and I go by he, him, in and out of drag.
My pronouns, he, she, they, them. I am completely open to all forms of pronouns. I have even been called a fat bitch before, so. I am born and raised in Southside Williamsburg. I come from an Afro-Latino heritage, half black, half Puerto Rican.
I am white, but I am also Puerto Rican and Cuban as well, and that influences a lot of my drag.
We had a Drag Kings tribute show tonight, so that's why you see me as a drag king rather than a queen. But that's the fun part about drag. You can be anything you want, and there's absolutely no particular rules behind everything. Drag is art, and art is completely subjective. The idea of drag hit me about 5 years ago when I was with my ex, and we would just watch Drag Race just for shits and giggles. I personally loved it. He didn't really like it at all, but he did appreciate the art form. He thought that I would be really great doing it, and it wasn't until we broke up I was like, you know what? I want to do something else in my life. I want to try drag. So I bought my first wig outfit, bought my first pair of heels, and then I went to the Ritz bar and competed at the open call that was there. And out of everybody who I competed against, which was like people who were 2-3 years into the business, I outdid all of them and beat them. That little old me, first 5 minutes in drag. Yeah, the rest became history. I am 2 years into drag now, going on my third.
I found myself through drag and became a completely different person. I used to be very introverted. I used to be very just quiet and couldn't talk to anybody, had very hard time making friends. Now I can't shut the fuck up, and I'm I've gained this confidence by putting on this persona, and through that I was able to really discover my own gender identity. Because when you're in drag, it's powerful. People come up to you, they want to talk to you, you look so interesting, and I never thought I could do drag or thought of doing it until I started going to my local drag shows.
What accessories do I sell for a living? I swear to you, on my 20 years of selling propane and propane accessories, that my dog and I, and my shirt, I sell propane and propane accessories.
My dad says butane's a bastard gas.
And there was no drag kings, there was no, honestly, trans people really, and I was just kind of oh, nobody's doing what I want to see, so I think I'm gonna do that. And I performed the first time in a college party basement, which was crazy. And yeah, from that moment I performed, I was I am so in love with this. It was almost like a drug. I was I need to do it again immediately.
Yeah. I just want to inform everybody who's listening to this track at this very moment present in time. This track is going to get cut. And I mean really cut. And I mean really, 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 really cut.
I also am part of New York City's premier all plus size, all New York native, all POC girl group known as the Big Girls. We had an opportunity this year to perform at Bushwig, which has been going on for decades, and it's just the pinnacle of what drag in New York City is. It brought in all forms of drag, kings, queens, things. And that was probably the largest audience I've ever performed to, and I'm talking warehouse from front to back packed. Truly an honor, and I got to do it with a group of girls who we're just changing the industry and the way that people look at plus size performers too.
Have you ever been threatened for doing what you do?
Yes, just by being you know, again, myself and out and trans and everything. So like New Paltz, yes, it's a college town, but you know, college town doesn't just mean gay people. There's a lot of like just conservative white men there. But I've heard stories of like my sisters being harassed, and they look very like womanly. They look very like, you know, like beautiful girls, and I'm on there with like, you know, white face, blacked out teeth, and I don't think anybody really wants to talk to me. One of my drag sisters used to do a drag story time upstate, and she got threatened to, like, there were people threatening to lose her. They were emailing her job saying you should fire this person. She's a trans woman, and they were like, you need to fire this man. You need, like, they were threatening to bomb her house, to bomb where she works, like calling her a groomer, pedophile, everything. Like, she got like threatened, and luckily like she was okay. Nothing happened, but she's dressed up as Belle from Beauty and the Beast, rating fucking Chicka Chicka Boom Boom or something. I'm like, what is happening? Why are you so proud?
I am worrisome. I'm always cautious, but I'm PLC. I am from Southside Williamsburg, Brooklyn. I'm not gonna bitch out if I had to. No shade.
I mean, even tonight out front, like there was a girl who like, you know, they were like in the car and they were like, what the fuck is that? And then backed up their car and they're like, yo, what the fuck is that? And I mean, like, I'll chase you down, bitch. Like, I'll fuck you up.
But unfortunately, we live in a society where religion is being used as a weapon of hate. I've gotten called a faggot saying I'm going to hell, this, that, and the third. Truthfully, if I'm going to hell, dude, I'm still giving shows. And I'm pretty sure they're tipping down there. No shade. Being respectful and just understand, like, hey, this may not be for me, but, you know, that you do you, and I will just simply respect that. We're not here to convert or change anybody. We are here to entertain. We're here to create community, a loving and safe space for all.
I'm telling you, I'm getting the fuck off, and there's a reason why I'm getting the fuck off, and everyone can either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give two fucks, but I am telling you right now. That motherfucker back there is not real. And you can sit on this plane and you can fucking die if they're not. I'm not going to.
I was very scared of discovering myself and being out. I was very scared of being disowned. I was very scared of a lot of what ifs of just, you know, my only representation of trans people were just either we were the butt of the joke or we were being killed. I was very nervous to embrace that side of myself, and then I found a community. I think definitely surrounding yourself with people and that support you and love you and encourage you to be yourself. And, you know, now everybody sees like how happy I am. Anybody who wants to try drag, I encourage it. Everybody should try drag. Not everyone should make drag a career. I think you should do it for fun. Don't just do it because you want to be famous. You're not going to be. At the end of the day, you need to make sure you have community around you, good people, good friends, good family, you know. And yeah, and anybody who doesn't want to support you or wants to tell you how to act or be, fuck them, who cares? You know, cut your parents off, who fucking cares? You'll find new ones, yay. Like,
there is such a thing as finding your tribe, finding your pack, finding that people that allows you to amplify who you are, what you believe in, what you wish for and hope for, and allows you as a person to grow. Just don't be fearful, be cautious, be mindful, and be thoughtful. Excuse me. Hope we didn't capture that. I'm a lady, I promise.